Good morning, hardcore gamers. Welcome to Rothmar, the High Elf Guardian, as I make my way to start my journey into Middle-earth. This will be the start of my solo hardcore journey, as I put the game on the maximum difficulty this time, which will be Heroic 9 plus 2. And I'll be trying to solo as much content in the game as possible as a hardcore. But if I die, I'm done. And I have to delete my character. I will be attempting to do all of the dungeons as solo as possible. So we'll see how well I get on that. First of all, clearing out my bags. I'm only using up these items to give me titles. Anything else I'll be dropping. Just waiting for this this lore to go through. So essentially, this is the end of the Second Age, where the host of men and elves have gathered together to attack and fight back Sauron from Mordor itself. As you see here, we're at the gates of Mordor. We're heading into, I think we're the Black Gates just ahead of us. So that's where we are in the story. It's the High Elf. It doesn't have its normal starting area. Well, it does have a normal starting area, but the tutorial, instead of going to a place like Archer, or starting in Ered Luin, kind of doing a prologue. This is the prologue, so you just start here. I'll be getting rid of these horses as well, because just like my brawler, I'll be starting with nothing. So I would like to try all the dungeons solo, but I will have to judge that, because I don't know how viable the late game dungeons are solo, because I haven't actually done a lot of them. So as I go through the game, I'll try to do as many as possible solo, but I cannot guarantee I'd be able to get through them all. Just letting this little dialogue go through. Elindir the Tall, I think he's Isildur's father. And you've got High King Gil-galad, which is the king of the High Elves, essentially. And they're deciding how they're going to do, essentially, attack the Black Gate. As we see here, as we move forward, the 9 ring wraiths themselves come out to meet us. We'll see them in a second. It's actually quite a long-winded tutorial or introduction. This Glorfindel's a really cool character. Really cool. I think he should have been in the Fellowship instead of a Legolas, but that's just my opinion. See all the ring wraiths. See the Witch King himself. I think these are all like the kings of different areas. So obviously the Bane of Rune, so he obviously comes from Rune, which I believe it is on the map as, yeah, just here. We've got Nirn, which is, I believe it's just this area just south of Mordor. We've got Southron, don't know where Southron is. Harad is just north here as well. No, just the south. You've got Cand, Woe of Cand, which is just the south as well. So these guys, so essentially everywhere east, south, north of Mordor, corrupted by the ring wraiths. They were the kings that were given the rings of power. I don't know where Lebanon is. I don't know where the Forsaken Reaver is. I don't know who he is. I don't know where Southron is. This guy's got a cool mace. It's cool. It's quite nice. In a minute when these run off and we can actually start to do the tutorial. The kind of the atmosphere very quickly changes. It's blue fire. It is quite eerie music here though. Essentially these have come out to try and offer peace if we leave, obviously. Gilgalad's like, no peace. Today you should meet your end. It's quite interesting area to build these fortifications, these towers, while they're assaulting. I guess they were assaulting over a number of years rather than a day. Yes, let's speak.
With Sauron's demands rejected, we
Right,
can no longer
so we need to help the Spears of Lindon and the garrison of men and elves who are up ahead. I should go and learn the fate of them. It's in the Stein area. We are really overpowered. As you'll see in a second. Yeah, very overpowered. It's just like as if you played the game without maximum difficulty. This is how easy it is. And here we're just making our way through. There's no point killing all these because they don't actually do very much damage and they don't offer experience. They just get in the way. Like I say, there's this guy who doesn't want to die. Make our way across this burning ditch. Just have to go and help these elves here. Obviously there's some dwarves over here.
Aid the wounded in the field, and let us hope that the Alliance shall arrive to drive off the enemy's forces.
One of the Gwytherine rode westward and scattered our
So
numbers, but the other.
now I just have to head west. Heading west, we just have to help these fallen elves that got injured. So you just heard that just then. We had a very annoying motorbike and helicopter fly overhead. The helicopter flew overhead, the motorbike didn't fly overhead, it drove past. A bit of a noise, my mic may have picked it up, so I do apologise. Just helping these wounded soldiers out. So I essentially waited a little bit of time to play a Guardian. So I wanted to play with the new update. So it took a couple of weeks between me deciding to make one to actually making one. I went for a high elf. Just because the starting zone, the starting area is relatively good in Ered Luin. It's not too difficult. The difficulty spike's not too high, and the high elves themselves get a lot of armor to start off. So you already start with a good set of armor. So I think the first about 10-20 levels is the difficult part, because that's when you're lacking the armor, you're lacking the weapons, and you're essentially playing catch up. After that, when I can make my way through the story, I'll have more virtues, more traits. I should be a lot stronger. So I just have to get through the first bit. And having armor as a high elf just makes a big difference. So here we're fighting, we're helping Frandrel. So he decided to take on these spiders. It's a bit silly of him if you ask me, but nobody asked me, I guess. This is just a spawn of Shelob, I believe. Sheila wasn't too happy about that.
The prince is
Right.
fortunate to
Thank you,
survive
Elrond.
to pass
Right,
the
let's
path
go.
of the Black Gate. But the Guatharan's words trouble.
So I'll be doing a Battle for Middle-earth playthrough soon, and Glorfindel stars in that quite heavily, which I'll be quite happy to see. He is one of my favourite characters. That's the Black Gate over there. Yeah, finally, the host of elves have finally made it here.
Our paths are now divided, dear friend.
Right, so he just wants me to talk to the dwarves about building, since you get rid of some of these siege towers and these siege weapons they've got. So, I don't know really who made this battle plan, but it wasn't the smartest. The fact that they pushed over like a ravine and they're not pushing towards these siege weapons, but I've said a few times I'm not a military tactician, but you know, essentially just blowing up these siege weapons, and then I believe we have to then search for a ring wraith as made his a way to the east here. It's a bit uncertain that there is no music in this. It's just a bit quiet. There's combat music, of course. You hear that every time we get into combat. As soon as combat ends, it's just a bit boring, a bit quiet. The shame, because it's a really cool start, really cool beginning to this zone, to this playing as a high elf. It's got a bit of lore when you're reading the quests. Obviously, I'm not reading all the quests. Yeah, it's just a shame about the music. We are about, I'd say about halfway through this already. Now we have to follow these hoof prints across this fallen statue, I believe. Yes, fallen statue. You can search these prints, but I'm not going to, because we just want to go over here. And then there's another elven prince. Everyone's an elven prince these days, just around here. Halfland. Who was the elven prince that got injured around here? Amroth of Lothran.
Your tale troubles me, my friend, for Amroth spoke of a terrible figure that passed with an elf slung across his steed.
Amroth is the head of Lothran, or Lorien. Lothran. There's a lot of elven names to remember in Tolkien lore. It would be impossible to remember it all. One of the 9, I'm not going to try and pronounce that, it's one of the 9 ring wraiths. Why do you sniff the air? It's a bit weird. Hello, Mr. Elf. She's got a lot of health. Okay, it's the Witch King himself, right? Okay, so it's going through an encampment of humans. Let's go. Apparently his dad's just got slain, so I guess he's now the king of Lorien. Secret steps. It's a bit convenient that we know a set of secret steps, but fine.
If the Witch King has taken Felaron to the Overlook, we
Let's go.
must pass through the Easterling encampment ahead.
But my skill bar up here, put you down there. Any escorts to follow under there? We have a long way to go for some secret stairs. I don't remember going this way actually. Oh no, yeah, okay, there's a camp there. Just through the trees. Come on, keep up. It's not far, yes, it's not far at all, we're already there. He's turning Lord. Oh god, what is that damage? Jeez. That's a lot of damage. Do I have like a regenerative ward on me? Which I don't know where it comes from. It's got 10 seconds. Okay, so I can keep that buff on me at all times. How good is it? Block, parry, and... Is it block, parry, and... Pretty easy reading it from here. It's one of the Witch King's horses. Very angry. So give me block, parry, armor wear on from hits, and partial block, partial parry. Okay. That's pretty good. I'm guessing I can level that up to be slightly stronger as well. So I'm probably going to go down the tank tree. It's the blue tree. But I'm going to have a look at the virtues or my traits when I get to level 2. So when I level up. I think you automatically go to level 5 from doing this starting area. But we'll see. I can't remember off the top of my head. Got ominous kind of sky here. So yeah, there's all the battlements. That's where we came from. And he should be up here. There he is. Mr. Witch King. He's only got 4.3 million health. I can take him. I've got to never be seen again. Oh. Get into the dungeons of Barad-dûr. Which is obviously the tower is called Barad-dûr, the big tower. Eye of Sauron's tower. But no, that's not what Barad-dûr is, it's called something else. He stabbed me so hard his hand went through me as well. It's got a cool dagger. Okay, so I need to... First time I did this, it took me ages to figure this out. It's not difficult, it tells you what to do up here. You have to select this guy and then type /mumble or click this skill. This took ages for me to figure out. I was like trying to run, jump. I think the first time I did this, I even logged out and logged back in because I just couldn't figure it out. I wasn't the smartest person when I first played as High Elves. I'm not much smarter now, but at least I can figure this out. Right, so I've woken, so let's go talk to Elrond. Hello, sir.
It brings me great joy to see you upon
Okay,
your
so
feet
walk with
once
him.
more,
Walk with
my
me.
friend.
Talk with me. It's a cool garden. Can't remember who it was in the story who had a mighty spear. Might be Gilgalad who used a mighty spear. Didn't know Elrond is so short. It's a bit of a midget. I mean, a bit of a smaller person, not a midget. See what I mean by this is one of the longer intros. It just feels long because you don't get to do very much. It's just a lot of walk around and talking. And 3018th year. Damn, I've been asleep for 3,000 years. Alright, Rivendell's just as it was. Oh, yes, I would like to go to the Havens. Let's just go home. I've had enough. Higolf, there he is. Let's see if he's awoken. Higolf, come on, buddy. No, he's not getting any better.
Much has changed since we last traveled together from Imladris, my friend.
Right, let's grab his writings. Thank you. Then he wants me to... I think he wants me to grab my armour. Yep, there's my armour. Then just grab the jewellery from the jeweller's case. I think it's the epic ring that I get, which is a really good ring for... That's the main reason why playing High Elves is a bit overpowered at times, because you get this really strong ring.
Eladon and Elrohir are to follow an expedition to the ruins of Edfelion, and they shall see you to Kellandine in the course of their travels.
So his sons are going to take me. First things first, I'm going to go through... I'm going to go with them.
Father has told you all
Because by going with them, I'm going to unlock... I think it's level 5 I unlock, which means I get to... yes, level 5. Which means I get to look at my traits now as well. Oh, a little key cap. Right, so Sea of Unsettled. Okay, that is the prologue I can unlock. Great. And Farmer's Fair. Probably not too interested in Farmer's Fair, but I'll take it anyway. He looks cool. Warden. Right, so let's go for my inventory, shall we? It's got one ring here, which I'll equip. Yes, please. Full set of armour. So I'm going to equip that ring. I'm also going to equip this one. Okay. Right, potion. I'm going to equip a potion on... I don't want to destroy potions, sorry. Equip potions just there. Go through the rest of this. I'll go through these items. Another cloak. Don't really want to use that cloak. Also, other stuff I'm not going to use. I'm just going to dump. Then my sword is not too much better, but it's better than nothing. There you go. That's all of that cleared away. So I've unlocked new mail. Okay, fine. Don't really care for that. I can also specialise my traits. So first I want to assign one of these, so I'm going to go straight for loyalty. Race traits, okay, unlock them as I go. Right, so I think this is a true tank and build using both AoE and single target taunts. The protection and survival. What's this do? Let's go for the spec. So first thing first, Guardian's Ward will reduce skill power, okay. Guardian's Ward will now provide mitigation. A 5% chance for Sting to provide a block and parry response. And it gives me extra finesse. It's not bad. Let's get that up. So now first I'm going to get my... these are... So these cost 1. Okay, so what does this do? Your damage attacks have a chance to renew all debuffs on your target. That's not bad. Force opening. Attack that will open a parry response. That's not bad to do at all. Get that one. Cost 2. This one only costs 1. Interesting. But then 2 into tactical mitigation. Like that. So that gives me force open. So this is an AoE, I believe. Yes, it's an AoE. So put that on Charlie. All AoEs will be on Charlie. C, which is control. Listening of defense. Cries out surrounding enemies, slowing their attacks. That's more of a defense, so I'll use that as a panic. Force opening will be on my main bar, and then my taunt. Taunt will be my middle mouse button. Right, so now I'm going to go grab all the quests. So let's go Toad Skin. While I'm grabbing all the quests, that is a quest I don't want to grab, because it's the VIP quest.
You may be of service to me.
It's Glorfindor. There's a... So I'll probably use this golden hobbit gift on one of my other characters, just won't use it on this one, like same as my brawler. So it just gives me extra XP rest experience, which if I can avoid getting any form of bonus while playing, I will.
My heart cannot sing today. Might you spare a moment?
Just going to talk to this Killidan. It's Kiradan, okay. What is Killidan? Because he is the guy that builds all the boats, which is quite cool. Right, so this is the difficulty vendor. So I want to go to difficulty 9, heroic 2.
Stay a moment.
Yes, please. Now shall I accept it? Finish now. Okay, so now I am on the maximum difficulty.
Maid of Honor, might you spare a moment?
So now, as I'm now on maximum difficulty, I'll have to obviously be careful when I'm in combat. Just got to be careful that I don't take too many mobs at once. Otherwise that will be a death sentence. So I'm looking for one more reflection. Apparently it's down here. Can't see it on anywhere. Oh, it's right there. I ran straight past him. I am blind. Can I add this quest in? That should level me up. And now go talk to Elrond's sons. Should be. There they are. It's my level gone. So now I've got my parry response. So I've got my retaliation, which is a parry, or my AoE retaliation. which attacks 5 enemies around me. Do I need one more skill point, don't I? Yes. Just gonna wait for this to finish loading. I'm sure I'll be fine.
Stay a moment.
So I'm going to go unlock my crafting proficiencies now as well. Not too worried about the festivals either.
Greetings to you.
Right, so Master Apprentices, I want to take the Armour
Greetings to you.
Apprentice, please. I'd like to train that. I should take my new skills, please.
Suilad Melon, will you stay a moment? You may be of service to me. Suilad Melon, will you stay a moment? What
Suilad
do you
Melon.
need?
He likes melons. So the first one's going to be this. So I want to make a cloth cloak. Hand this one in, and that's
How can I be of
one of the
service?
quests done. And this one will be my
How can I be of service?
forgery. Or prospecting, that's what it's called, not forgery. And then this one over here will be my metal smithing.
What can I do for you?
And first I want to equip my hammer, do prospecting and smelt this copper ingot. Okay, that's wrong tools. First one I'm going to do is actually get the armor smith recipe, so I don't have to keep changing tools. And he wants me to make a helmet. Make. How much gold do I have? Well, I might have enough to buy it straight away.
What do you need?
So this allows me, doing this gives me
What can I do for you?
universal crafting kits. So practice makes perfect. It
You
gives
may
me
be of service to me.
3 universal crafting
Hail, friend, and
packs,
well met.
ingredient packs, and they allow me to automatically craft
do you need?
most items. So what I want here is a apprentice tools of armor smithing. Armor check, yes. So I want to buy this. Make it. Go up here, and I want to use universal ingredients packs. It's going to cost 2. I unlocked 3 from that quest, so I've got 1 spare to use in this character. Just clear away these deeds. So that is now that made. I can equip it, so I never need these other crafting tools again. So, I think that concludes today's episode. So we've done the tutorial where we pushed back Sauron's forces and we tried to take on the Witch King, and we failed. When we started our journey in Ered Luin, as we assist these elves, essentially we're going to rid the elves of their pests in the local area. We just got our crafting proficiency, which is armourer. We're getting ready to face the world itself. So if you made it this far, thank you for watching. If you liked the video, if you wouldn't mind liking the video, comment down below if you have anything to add, and have a great day.